For this Humanities Final Project, I was assigned the task of creating a video exploring one of my favorite aspects of present-day humanities. When first analyzing this prompt, I couldn't quite choose what I wanted to talk about. Modern art? No, too artsy. Modern movies? No, too much Marvel. Then it hit me. The one aspect of modern-day humanities that somehow deeply entertains me, excites me, and gets me driving fast. The legendary band of Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses is a rock band founded in 1985. The group consisted of 5 members: the crazy Axl Rose, a lead singer with the voice of a screaming angel, Slash, the lead guitar player who could quite possibly be hiding a small mammal under the large hat that he wears, Izzy Stradlin, the rhythm guitarist that could keep the music rockin', Duff McKagan, bass player with so much skill that it should be illegal, and Steven Adler, the drummer heard all around the world. These 5 men, though all so different from one another, would come together in Los Angeles to create a band like no other. A band that could get away with having such a weird name like Guns N' Roses, and nobody would even say anything. The band's rise to fame took about 2 years. The band was constantly playing for the biggest clubs in Los Angeles when they were eventually signed by Griffin Records in 1986. After this, they released their debut album, Appetite for Destruction, in 1987. And the rest is history. They created 6 studio albums and over 32 songs, selling over 100 million records. So what makes this band one of my favorite aspects of modern-day humanities? Well, first of all, the group was not politically correct, and I love that. They truly didn't care about what anybody thought. This can be seen in their songs and in their actions. Most songs by the band talked about drugs, doing the dirty, violence, and crazy things that nobody ever thought would be put into a song. But this extreme change in pace was crazy for the world of music, as it almost changed the rules for what people could put out there. Many artists started to not care about what they were saying and didn't have this filter on their new songs. For their actions, the band members would party non-stop and rock like nobody was watching. Not only that, but lead singer Axl Rose would often perform in his underwear or even a kilt. Secondly, the band performed a variety of different types of songs. Though they were all generally rock songs, some were fast and about crazy things, but others were slow and full of passion. Songs like Welcome to the Jungle and Mr. Brownstone are fast and violent. They talk about hard drugs and horrible pain. But songs like November Rain and Patience talk about heartbreak and true love. Because all members of the band were so different from one another, the variety of tones and meanings in their songs is astronomical. Thirdly, the songs are all just flat out great. The extreme talent from the entire band shines through in every performance. Axl's voice is unmatched by anybody in the world, as its raspiness and pitch is unlike any other. And Slash's guitar playing is unnaturally good. The songs can portray such strong emotions with powerful vocals or insane guitar solos that are completely like no other. Not only that, but the song can be so powerful that they can motivate you to the max. For me, I love listening to the band while working out, as the perfect songs give me such a powerful drive. The fourth reason Guns N' Roses are so important to modern-day humanities, to me and everybody else, is that they encourage people to be who they want to be. No, the songs don't always make people want to go do hard drugs and be blood-hungry people, but they push people to be better versions of themselves. a stronger, more confident version that doesn't care about what people think. The band shows me and everybody else what can happen when you're simply true to yourself. It shows that you could become a rock star, metaphorically speaking. The final reason is the fact that the band and their music brings generations together. For instance, my dad is a big fan of the band, so we can talk about and relate to Guns N' Roses. This gives us something to bond over, unlike anything else has before. To better understand the impact of Guns N' Roses, not only to me, but generations before me, I sat down with my dad and asked him what Guns N' Roses meant to modern-day humanities. I first asked my dad what his favorite Guns N' Roses song was, and it took him a while because he had to think of all the great songs there were. He eventually said Sweet Child of Mine because of how many people liked it with him. I then asked my dad what his favorite thing about Guns N' Roses was. And then he said something that surprised me. He said it was the memories that come from playing the songs now. He said that though the songs were great, he doesn't love listening to Guns N' Roses for the music anymore, but now he does it to think about what was happening in his life when those songs were playing on the radio or in his CD player. My last question to my dad in this short interview was, why was Guns N' Roses important to modern-day humanities? And he said it's important for a few reasons. One, the band brings people together like nothing else. The music they made brings generations to talk to each other and people to become friends over music. Two, he said the music is unlike any other music, as the songs are so passionate and full of talent with all the crazy people that got together to form the band. And three, he said it changed the industry of entertainment as they became less filtered and started truly sharing what they thought. To conclude this presentation, let's recap on why Guns N' Roses is such an important part of modern-day humanities. First of all, they were not politically correct, so they showed everybody that you don't have to please every single person to be where you want to be. They also showed that rock can consist of a variety of different kinds of songs. Fast, crazy songs, or slow, meaningful songs. They also put some really good music out into the world for millions of people to listen to. They provide motivation to so many people to reach their goals, be more confident, or just who they want to be. And the music they made bonds people together, unlike anything else, as older generations and new generations can enjoy the songs they created, talk about it, and become closer to one another. Thank you for listening, and if you haven't checked out Guns N' Roses, you should probably do it, because they're a pretty crazy good band.